You ever land on a web page that just feels intense, like a high-pressure maze that's doing everything it can to get you to click that buy button? Well, today we're not going to review a product. Nope, we're going to be detectives. We're going to take a real-world online sales pitch and deconstruct it piece by piece so we can really understand the powerful psychological moves they're making. And our first clue? It's always the headline. And bam! It starts right there. This is the very first thing you see. It's not welcome or hello. It's basically a declaration of war. I mean, this headline is built to just stop you dead in your tracks. It creates instant conflict, instant intrigue. You're immediately thinking, wait, what dentist? And what's the secret that's making them so mad? See? You're already leaning in. And that is exactly the point. And that right there brings us to the first play in the book, the hook. Look, in the first few seconds someone's on a webpage, there's only one goal: stop them from clicking away. And to do that, this page just hits you with a rapid-fire series of really compelling, high-impact phrases that are all designed to spark as much curiosity as possible, as fast as possible. Let's just look at the words they're using here. Secret, right? That implies you're about to get in on something that nobody else knows. Then you add African, which brings up these ideas of, ancient, all-natural wisdom. And ritual, wow, that sounds way more powerful than just a method or a habit, doesn't it? Put them all together and the solution feels potent, almost mystical. So just as your brain is chewing on that idea of an ancient ritual, they hit you with this, the 10-second solution. This is such a classic move. It taps right into our need for speed and convenience. It promises a huge result with practically zero effort. It's the perfect combo, really. Ancient, profound mystery mixed with total, effortless application. And before you've even really figured out what the product is, this number pops up. But notice how specific it is. It's not over 100,000. It's 117,232. That little detail makes it feel so much more authentic, so much more real. This is what's called social proof, and they're using it super early to suggest that, hey, a ton of people are already on board. Okay, so they've got your attention. Now what? Well, now they have to build a story. And every great story needs a villain and a hero, right? In marketing like this, the villain is the problem you're dealing with. And the hero, well, that's always the product they're selling. This is where they make that problem feel really personal and really, really urgent. And here is exactly how they do it. Look, the problem doesn't just stick with your gums. Oh no, it gets bigger. They start connecting it to toxins in your food, to your brain, even to your heart. Suddenly, the stakes are raised from a simple dental issue to what feels like a life-threatening crisis. And then the promise isn't just a simple fix. It's a total comeback story. It detoxifies, it rebuilds, it restores. They literally take you from the edge of disaster to total triumph. So you're hooked, and you totally get the high-stakes problem they've laid out. But you're probably still a little skeptical, right? I mean, who wouldn't be? This next stage is all about building trust and just dismantling that skepticism by layering on different kinds of proof. First up, they hit you with personal stories. But notice, this isn't just some generic positive review. This is from Jessica, who's 46 and lives in New York. Adding a name, an age, and a location makes the whole thing feel so much more relatable, so much more real. It's designed to make you think, if it worked for someone like her, maybe it'll work for me too. And they don't just stop at one type of proof. Oh no. As you can see here, they basically deploy a whole toolkit to build credibility. You've got the emotional connection from user testimonials. You've got the appeal to authority with claims about FDA-approved and GMP-certified facilities. You get the logical angle with scientific references. And then those little verified purchase badges to add that final stamp of legitimacy. It's a full-court press. They love to use terms like GMP-certified because, let's be honest, they sound super official and rigorous. You might not know exactly what it means, but it feels important, right? It's an appeal to authority and quality control, suggesting that this isn't some random thing whipped up in a garage. It's made under strict professional standards. Okay, let's talk money. This is the crucial part. Once you're interested and you're starting to believe, they finally show you the offer. But it's never, ever just a simple price tag. The whole goal is to frame the cost in a way that makes it feel like an unbelievable, can't-miss-it bargain. So, check out this pricing setup. The most important number here isn't the $69. It's the $239 crossed out next to it. That's a classic tactic called price anchoring. It makes the $69 seem like a massive discount. And you can see they're clearly pushing you toward the bigger packages, making them seem like the best value by far. And as if the discount wasn't enough, they start to stack the value. This is where they throw in a bunch of free stuff. In this case, you get ebooks they claim are worth almost $130, plus you get free shipping. The idea is to make the total package of what you're getting feel so huge that the actual price you have to pay seems tiny in comparison. And now, to crush any last bit of hesitation you might have, they pull out the ultimate safety net, risk reversal. A 180-day money-back guarantee. I mean, that's a powerful tool. That is 6 months. By giving you half a year to decide, they completely remove the financial risk from your shoulders, making it so much easier to say yes. Okay, so you're on the edge. The deal looks amazing, the risk is totally gone, but you might still think, maybe I'll just sleep on it. Well, the final stage of this whole pitch is designed to stop you from doing that. It's all about creating urgency and making you feel like you have to act right now. And here's a really powerful bit of social pressure. This chart claims that a massive 98% of customers choose the biggest, 6-bottle option. This isn't just data, it's a visual cue. It's basically screaming, hey, look, everyone is getting the big one. That's the normal, smart thing to do. It really taps into our instinct to just follow the crowd. And there it is, the classic scarcity play. Buried in the FAQ section, you find this little nugget. It creates a massive fear of missing out, right? The supply is running low, and if you wait, you might be out of luck for months. That kind of pressure is designed to push you right over the finish line and get you to click buy immediately. So let's just recap the playbook we've uncovered here. Number 1, the shocking hook to grab your attention. 2, the problem and the promise to build a story you care about. 3, the layers of proof to build your trust. 4, the irresistible offer to make the value seem incredible. And finally, number 5, the final push to create that urgency. It's a clear 5-step formula. By understanding this whole structure, we're not just passive consumers anymore. We become informed observers. The point of this wasn't to judge the product, but to really understand the mechanics behind the sale. So the next time you land on a page like this, you'll see the blueprint. You'll see the formula at work. The real question is, what are you going to spot first?